Hey guys, in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to recreate Olivia Wilde's makeup from this year's Golden Globes. It's the 2016 Golden Globes. She had the most beautiful kind of cranberry maroon smoky eye. It matched exactly with the jumpsuit she was wearing. I think it's an either you love it or you hate it kind of makeup look, because some people really don't like those red tones on the eyes. I think they look incredible though. Now, as you may or may not know, Olivia is a brand ambassador for Revlon, so all of the makeup they used on her was from Revlon. Now, I don't actually think I used a single piece of Revlon makeup. I just used what I had, kind of dupes, whatever I thought looked close to it. But I did find an article where they listed all of the makeup that was actually used on her, so I'll link that in the description box in case you're curious and you want to know exactly what she was wearing. But I definitely encourage you to just root through your own collection and find whatever dupes you might have yourself. So if you want to see how to get this look yourself, then just keep watching. First of all, I'm going to prime my skin, and today I'm using the Mercier foundation primer. This is the mineral foundation primer. I like this. It's really lightweight. It doesn't go tacky or sticky, and it doesn't feel overly silicone or slippery. So it's just a really nice, comfortable primer, and I do think it makes my makeup last longer. Foundation. I don't even need to say the name of this foundation at this point, do I? I'm going to use a beauty blender to apply this today. I'm gonna take my Urban Decay primer potion and put that on my top and bottom eyelid. Man, it is so difficult with these nails to get right into that inside corner. I'm just gonna use a brush. And for concealer, I'm using It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye in neutral medium. I just use the tip of the beauty blender to apply that. I'm gonna use that concealer on this kind of area around my face. I have like little red marks. They're kind of the end of small breakouts that I've had around there, and they're just a bit red and annoying. So I'm just gonna take the concealer over them. And I'm gonna set that under my eyes with my L'Oreal True Match powder, and for the under eye area, I'm just gonna use the beauty blender again, just because I love this for setting under eye powder, because the slight bit of moisture in the sponge just stops that area from looking too dry or cakey, but it really like packs the powder on, so you know you're not going to get any creasing. And then I shall take the brush for a slightly lighter application of powder everywhere else on my face. Honestly, I probably should have started with the eyes with this look, because it's quite a dramatic eye look and it's quite a strong color, but I just really love having a lovely blank canvas to work on. I'm gonna leave the skin at that for now though and do the eyes, because there's such pigment in the eyes, so it'll give me a better idea of how to balance the rest of my skin and lips if I do the eyes first. And when I say eyes, I actually mean eyebrows. So I'm just gonna start with my eyebrows. I'm gonna take it easy on the brows. I'm using a light ash blonde color. I don't want my brows to be any darker than they are now that they've been tinted. I just want to fill in the blanks a little bit and give them a tiny bit more structure. And I'm going to set over the top with my Anastasia brow gel in blonde. This is actually a little bit lighter than my brow hair, so it's just going to give them a bit of texture but stop them from looking too dark. And also obviously hold the hairs in place. This is the reference picture I'm using of Olivia's makeup, in case you're wondering. I will have that on my blog post if you want to see it in better detail. But she's wearing like really beautiful cranberry maroon colors on the eyes, and I was trying to find a palette that incorporated a lot of those colors so I didn't have to pick and choose like 10 different eyeshadows from different brands. And one that I think fits the bill really nicely actually is the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. Ugh! Oh my god, one of them fell out. They're beautiful, warm, golden, cranberry kind of tones. So this one is going to play a major part. This is Warm Notes. So I'm going to start with that Warm Notes color. And to blend out that color, what I'm going to do is just dab into the cranberry shade and then dab into this. Woo! Oh, there go. Okay, I'm just going to leave that one out of the palette. I'm going to dust off a lot of that product on my hand, and then I'm just going to blend. Now I'm just going to go into Bitter Start, which is the matte highlight shade in the palette. Pop that right underneath the arch of my eyebrow and across the bottom edge of my eyebrow. And I'm also going to go into the color right next to it, called Sweeter End, and just kind of apply that right in between the highlight and the maroon color. I'm gonna bring that shade along the inside corner here, back into the cranberry tone, and I'm just going to blend this color up a little bit further. Now, I don't have quite as much space between my crease and my eyebrow as Olivia does. I've got a little bit more space on my eyelid, so I'm not going to be able to bring the color quite as high onto my brow bone as hers is. As with any of these kind of celebrity recreations, it's always good to kind of take a look at your face versus the celebrity's face and see how you can adapt it to actually suit you. There's no point in just completely copying something if it's going to look like crap on you. Next, we're going to take some of that color onto the lower lash line. I'm just using a slightly more tapered eyeshadow brush, so it's a bit pointier, so I can be a bit more precise. And I'm bringing this the whole way around the inside corner, although I'm not like smoking it out too much from the rim of my eye on that inside corner, keeping it quite tight. And then the whole way across and up to connect to the top lash line. So it's just one continuous haze of color around the eye. There's no kind of like sections. There's no inner corner highlight. There's no darker outer corner. It's just one big cloud of color. Next step is so important in this look, the black eyeliner. So I'm gonna tight line the whole way around my upper and lower waterline. I'm using my Eye of Horus black pencil. This is what will stop you from looking ill, the separation between your eye and the red color. Definitely want to make sure you get that the whole way on that inside corner, because that's going to exaggerate that really beautiful almond shape that Olivia has to her eyes, which is quite different to my eye shape. And before that eyeliner sets on the lower lash line, and they do set very quickly, I'm going to take a little smudgy brush. This is a waterliner brush, how appropriate. And I'm just going to very lightly smudge that pencil into the lower lash line. I don't want to completely blow it out, but I just want to soften it a little bit. I'm going to take a little bit of that eyeliner, just a tiny bit, and dot it on the outside corner of my eye. Kind of connect it to the outside corner on the lower lash line as well. So I'm doing that on the upper waterline, or on the upper lash line, if you can see. And then take that brush to smudge. It's hard to tell if this is in Olivia's makeup, but I'm doing this just again to give my eye that more almond shape and lift that outside corner a bit. I'm going to take a little bit of that eyeshadow and just press it in here, just to stop it from getting too black. And you can see like how much better it looks with the eyeliner. I'm gonna finish my skin now before I do the mascara. I'm looking a little bit ghostly, so I'm gonna add some color to my skin. And first I'm gonna take the Rimmel Natural Bronzer in Sun Bronze. Just a really tiny amount of this, like she's not bronzed or anything. And you certainly don't wanna go overboard with color on your face when you have this much going on the eyes. Well, I mean, you can if you want to, but I'm gonna keep the skin a little bit more pared back. And for the cheek color, again, I'm going to keep it more on the neutral side, and I'm going to use Benefit's Sugarbomb. I really hope they still make this. This is my favorite box of powder from Benefit. I just love this really soft peachy pink. It's got a gorgeous kind of warm highlight going through it as well, so you don't have to use a separate highlight. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm just going to try this. I'm going to take that eyeshadow palette again and go into that matte highlight shade and just pop that right on the inside corner under my eyes. Does that make much of a difference? I think that looks pretty good. And I'll do my lips now while I'm at it. I'm gonna use the NYX Butter Lip Gloss in Creme Brulee. Just a lovely kind of neutral, natural peachy pink. And I'm going to go over that with a little bit of lip liner, and I'm going to do the lip liner second after the gloss because it goes on an awful lot softer. I don't want to look like my lips are lip lined, and I'm certainly not going to overdraw my lips, but I just want to add a bit more structure and kind of definition between my skin and the lips, and doing it in this order kind of gives you that without it being too harsh. And for mascara, I'm going to use Sephora's Outrageous Curl. This is great. It's super dramatic and really dark black. Doesn't look like she's wearing false lashes, so I'm not going to do false lashes. And that's the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial, guys. I hope you give it a go yourself. I definitely think you should, because it's actually pretty easy and I think it looks pretty damn sexy. Please give the video a thumbs up if you did like it, and subscribe to my channel so that you get an update every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you're having a great day, and we'll speak to you very soon. Bye.